Yes, Matt, you could go ahead with the questions. Yes. Once you are awakened and you are in the awakened state, you are declutched from the mind. The mind is there, but it has no role in coloring your perceptions because you experience reality as it is. However, when you have got to be functional and the mind is required, the mind comes back. And the mind is the same old mind, which is conditioning, which is the karma that is involved, the subconscious, and all that stuff. So you could be awakened, but still have the same old mind, which would influence disturbance. Which would influence you in your conversation. Therefore, you have to also fix the mind of the condition. Other process called samskara. Be awake. Now, situation arises that could respond very differently based on their conditioning, which includes, of course, karma. Therefore, if you have to improve their behavior, even though they are awakened, they could still behave in a bad way, which means you have got to cleanse the mind, which is what you call karma. So, does not mean you're free of karma. Only as long as you're awakened and you're in that state and not exactly functional, you're free of it. But when you have to deal with issues, it does come back for a few moments, of course, and then it goes back. So we have to work on that also, and which we would be doing, in fact. Yes. Next question, please. Yes. Now, once you're awakened, you get easily affected. What we mean by that is the other person's suffering easily affects you. For example, if your awakening is very deep, if somebody is physically hit, those marks could appear on your body or you could even experience them. So what happens is you lose your thought shield. Once you lose your thought shield, you are tuning into everybody's consciousness. So the collective suffering does affect you. That's why you would sometimes find awakened people weeping. They are not weeping over any personal suffering. You could be having a bombing somewhere, and as people are dying there, this person here, thousands of miles away, could be found weeping. So that way, the collective karma pain does affect the awakened people. In fact, it affects them more than the unawakened. Yes. Yes. The essence of this phenomenon, as it happened in the year 1989, along with its revelations, was that the divine and man would be getting closer and closer till finally they become one. The divine becomes human, and humans become the divine. Man and God become one. That is the essence of this phenomenon. The core teaching is that you are God, and or you might say is. There's no more division between you and God. That's what is going to happen as this awakening proceeds from 2012 onwards. Man would have become God. Like Christ said, I and my Father are one. Everybody would be saying that. I and God are one. So that is the core teaching. Yes, the next question, please. We believe this is a passing phase. And once the new process is introduced sometime in January, February, I think people would be in such high states that these things would naturally drop out. It's, I think, a part of the growth process. So it's happening in many places. We don't have to worry about it because they will soon come out of that. Yes. In this process, two energies are involved, the male and the female energies, which flow through the Ida and Pingala nadis. Bhagwan controls the Ida nadi and Amma controls the Pingala nadi. And we always work together because we must make use of both these male and female energies as they're flowing side by side along the spinal column. And these two energies have got to be used to bring about this neurobiological shift. So Amma plays that role. And sometimes, let us say, we would agree or we would disagree on what is to happen. I might prove to be a little tough. Amma might say, oh, no, let's be more concentrate. This kind of take place between us. It's a matter of how to handle the person's karma. So we can't do it on our own. Both of us have got to work together. Awakening is a journey, it's not a destination. Now, in January, February, when we start this process new, this process is expected to be permanent and irreversible. Now, normally we use different terms. When the process commences, we say the awakening has happened. We say you are awakened because the process has been initiated and the process is on. But the process could stop or reverse itself. Now, there is a point, and once the process crosses that point, it is permanent and irreversible. It continues until death and beyond death. Once that happens, we use the word fully awakened. Now, the process may now and then be giving you peak experiences. The process that's going to be offered to you in January, February, at any time you wish, you could get a peak experience. Move into super states. Every day you could move into super states. Every hour you could move into super states. Super states mean awakening. Super states awakening. For example, if you are to be continuously in a super state 21 days, then on the 22nd day, you would quit the planet. That's all. So it has to be used very judiciously, which we are going to give you the freedom to get into the super states as and when you wish to get into them with inbuilt safety valve. But if you overdo it, actually stop. But super states only help you to become awakened. And to be awakened is to be on this journey. It should be borne in mind that it is not a destination. enlightenment, awakening, mukti is not a destination, it is a journey. It's a very beautiful journey. When you get into the journey, you would know by yourself, you would know what it is. Yes. Yes, of course. We are into the process where almost at will you could go into these super states. It's perfectly fine to have a formless divine and relate the way you would like to relate. And you would still become awakened, you would still become God realized. In fact, when Doug would be coming there in January, he would be offering you two distinct processes. One we would be calling Oneness International, the other would be called Oneness Indian. So it's up to you to pick up whatever you choose to. The only difference would be the Indian process would be much, much faster. The other one is slow train. It's a very fast train. That's all. So it depends on how fast you would like to travel. Total freedom. So you could choose whatever. Yes. See, the time has come. Probably only now 2 months away or so. So we are just going to. If we keep working on it, you would be non-starting. The time has now. Power is going to be on. And I've often told you, we'll wait for some time. Otherwise, we would bring in the cosmic bulldozer. I think it's time for the cosmic bulldozer, just bulldoze.